This project, I'm actually very excited about this one. We're going to have a phenomenal rental when we're done here. So we did is the entire home was just cluttered with so much stuff. The person who had been here literally lived for like 30 years. Got too old, it was too much of a home for them, so they had to move on out and they had to say goodbye to a lot of their things. They wanted to garage sale a lot of their things. Nobody was wanting to purchase any of their things, so those things just remained. And so that was one of the things I was able to kind of help them out with, is I said, hey, look, if you can't sell these things by this amount of time, feel free just to leave them here, and I'll have my guys come on in and we'll dispose of it. One thing that differentiates me amongst a lot of other just home flippers is that I can take something, sometimes if the numbers just don't make sense, a lot of home flippers, when they're talking to sellers, they just will try to beat them down on price or just walk away. Certain properties, not all properties, but certain properties do allow other creative alternatives. And so for this one, the sellers owed whatever they owed, and the number that they were trying to make was a little bit higher than what I could feasibly sign on for to do this home as a flip. But fortunately, because we're not just home flippers, we also purchase properties, renovate them. What we're gonna do here is just that. So I was able to meet the seller where the seller needed, because I'm not looking at this now through the lens of a flipper. I'm looking at this as a lens through a landlord or as a rental, right? And so it's just with that, it has two completely different analyses. And so with that, I'm able to get the seller what they need, and now we're going to have a phenomenal rental when we're done here. Fortunately, they did call me. I came over here, I made them an offer. I was in the original ballpark of the other guy as well. Like I said, we are kind of within the same parameters. When the guy said, hey, look, I can't do that. We already have an offer come in around there. I need to be here. That's when I had to take a step back. I never like saying no. I always like trying to say first, like, let's figure out a way what we can try to do. And I think it's that creativity that is actually able to result in a solution, which yielded the result of this, that the seller was able to move out. And now I'm looking at this and, hey, this is a great property. It's a great area. This is gonna be a great rental. And so really just through those lenses, we were able to make the whole deal work. Let me show you the dream. So this is the thing that actually gets me really excited. When I first saw this, most places are just 2-car garages, but the owner before here, he actually made this whole thing a workshop. And so he ended up adding on, and he did it legally, it's almost like 180 square feet from there to there. And so with that, that's how I'm able to get that second bedroom in there. So essentially I'm gonna have a 5-3 in the front, and then we'll have a 2-1 out here. And so we're gonna give these people their own access. The driveway's big enough, everybody can get parking. The person who lives on this side, they're gonna have their own entryway in from here, entering over here, never crossing paths with here. It's kind of like a duplex. A job like this is probably going to take, now that I got permits to actually do everything and have the city sign off on it, typically takes about 12 weeks. So this will take about 12 weeks, which is perfect because right now we're in November. So we'll kind of get through the holidays and figure we'll be on the market to rent out in around February. And that's when my girl Jen steps in and does her thing.